What up, what up, what up? Hello, hello. If you are a boss slaymate, then welcome back to my channel. If you are not, then you need to go ahead and click the link in my description box to join my tribe, Boss Slaymates. If you do not know who I am, my name is Ikaneisha. I am your favorite boutique consultant. I am the owner of a online women's boutique called jinxfashionite.com. And back in September of 2018, I started helping ladies start and grow their boutiques. So today we are going to talk about a really good subject. We're going to talk about branding. Branding is super important for any business. I have my notebook ready for notes. You need to go ahead and grab your notepad and a pen because you are going to want to take notes for this video. So we're going to go right on ahead and jump right in it. First, you ready? Try to make sure y'all got your notes ready, your notepad and your pen ready, because I'm about to tell you something already. Number one, contrary to popular belief, branding is not all about your logo and a bunch of colors, okay? Branding is about so much more than that, and we need to go through a few things. I don't want this video to be too long, so we're gonna go through a few things that you definitely need to know when you're starting to brand your business or even rebrand your business. All right, so first of all, branding establishes your identity. It establishes your why as a business. If you don't write down anything else or remember anything else from this video, I want you all to know that your brand is not for you. Got it? Your brand is not for you. That is the number one mistake that a lot of businesses make when they're branding. I made the exact same mistake. Your business is for your customers, your ideal customer. It's for you to make money. It is not for you. You can't market to yourself and spend money and make money off yourself. So your brand is not for you. Remember that. Write it down, take a picture, screenshot this, whatever you need to do to remember. Your brand is not for you. That is the number one lesson. So in order to start building your brand, you must first have a brand story. What is a brand story? Well, I preach this all the time. After all of my years in retail management, I have learned that people don't just buy products, people buy people. I was the store manager of my local Victoria's Secret and assistant manager for 3 years and some change. And I had people coming from different cities shopping in my store. I had people coming from different states coming to shop in my store. And you know why? Because of the people that I had in my store, the people that I trained. I made sure that my associates gave the customers that we had an experience. They felt like they were shopping with their best friend. We made sure that they were comfortable in the fitting rooms. We just gave them an all-around great experience as the people in the store. So therefore, they wanted to come to my store. So your customer's experience fits into your brand story because that is your why. So you need to have that established. So share on social media your why, your backstory. Share more about yourself. People want to know the person behind the brand because you are not an established brand yet. So you need to share that why numerous times. And due to the algorithms on Facebook and Instagram, not everyone is going to see your posts all the time or every time you post. So you need to share it repeatedly. Have it on your Instagram TV. Have it in a highlight on a story. You need to have your why very visible. And also have an About Me page on your website. That is very important. One of the first things you need to have on your website that is visible is an Our Story page or an About Me page. Number two, you need to know who you're selling to. There's no way that you can advertise if you don't know who you're selling to. So who is your ideal customer? The way that you can figure out who your ideal customer is, you need to come up with a customer avatar. It's kind of like creating an imaginary friend, but you need to know everything about this person. You need to know like their name, where they live, how many kids they have, how old are they, what do they drive, where do they work, what are their hobbies. You need to know everything about this person. So that way when it comes to marketing and finding them, you know where they are because you know who you're selling to. Number three, the fun part, get your colors, your logo, and create your brand voice. Now, it is okay to use your favorite colors. I use my favorite colors, but you have to make sure you're using your favorite colors in an appealing way and in a professional way. One of my favorite colors is black, and a dire mistake that I made at the beginning was making my background on my website black. Rookie mistake. A lot of websites are not black on the backgrounds. It looks very amateur. Sorry to say it, but it does. It looks very amateur, and people know almost immediately when they get to a site if it's amateur by how it looks and how those backgrounds look, and of course your graphics. Now we're going to talk about your logo. Your logo needs to represent your brand. It needs to look right in a big scale and a smaller scale. So you need to think about how your logo is going to look on your social media profile picture like Instagram or Facebook. Think about how it's going to look on business cards. Think about how it's going to look if you start using big banners, all of that stuff. You need to think about that sort of thing, and some people don't when it comes to their logo. Now, when it comes to your brand voice, it's very easy to do that because now you already know who your customer is. So now you know how to talk to them and appeal to them through words. So for example, my customers for Jinx Fashion Inc. like to feel like they're shopping with their best friend or their sister or whatever. So that is how I speak to them in my emails and my captions. It's kind of like a sister girl type thing, if you get what I'm saying. So figure out your customer and then your brand voice so you know how to get them to do what you want them to do in your caption. So if you're able to talk to them about a certain item and describe it to them in a way that is appealing to them, they're going to buy it. They're going to click the link to buy, all that fun stuff. Number 4, we're going to talk about branded social media pages. So your social media page should match your website. If you go to my website and then my Instagram page for Jinx Fashion Inc., they're going to look very similar. You're going to have the same logo across everything. You're going to see the same type of graphics, high quality graphics. You're going to see the same type of brand voice. Everything is identical. You can't have one type of logo on Instagram and a different type of logo on your website. No, everything needs to be identical across the board so that way your brand is identified through your customers. They can easily tell that they're on your website or they're on your Instagram page or they're on your Facebook without even looking at the name, because your brand is established, okay? Now, another thing I want to talk about with your branded social media pages is high quality graphics. There are so many boutique, no shade, yes, shade. I'm about to do shade. Any of y'all that are using these poor graphics, y'all need to stop. I understand if you're doing drop shipping, that's no excuse. If you don't take your business seriously, customers are not going to take you seriously as a business owner. So if you're using these blurry pictures and the pictures with the heads cut off and the pictures with the little Instagram models and ain't nobody really shaped like that, ain't nobody buying it, okay? Because they do not relate to those pictures. And a lot of those pictures are stolen in the first place. And by the way, I am going to be doing another video about graphics, and I'm going to expose where these pictures are coming from. So if you're one of those people, be ready, because I'm about to tell everybody where those pictures are coming from. So you need to go ahead, honey, and change those pictures up. It is super simple. I started off with drop shipping. One thing you gotta do is just get the clothing yourself and take pictures in it. Okay, but we're gonna talk about that in another video. But you need to have high quality graphics. High quality pictures, or your pictures are parts of your brand. Okay? Okay. Next, you need to embody your brand. You need to eat, sleep, breathe, everything your brand. You are your brand. And you need to dress like the boss that you are, because people around in my neighborhood, they know that I started a boutique. So they already knew me as a well-dressed person, but now I am under a microscope. Whenever I'm at work, I have people stop me and tell me that they love my shirt, that they have followed me on Instagram, that they went to a fashion show that I was at. They want to know where I got those shoes from. They want to know if I got those jeans off my website. Yes, I did. Here's a business card. You need to carry your business cards on you at all times. You need to dress in your merchandise at all times. If you ain't dressing in your merchandise, wear your brand colors. You need to represent your brand 24/7 out in public, because you're going to be under a microscope, especially if you stay in a smaller area like I do. So those are 5 subjects right now that I wanted to discuss on this video, but I do go into to a little bit more depth and give you a little bit more in my free branding checklist. You can get that by clicking in the description box or the comment section. I'm going to have them in both. So you grab that checklist, and like I said, excuse me y'all, sorry, it is free. But if you want a lot more depth and you want a great lesson in branding, I do have a very popular ebook. It is one of my most popular ebooks that I've ever written. It is called Creating Your Brand Identity. In this book, I go into the do's and don'ts of branding. I tell you the psychology of colors, how to pick the correct logo, your name, how to pick your customer avatar, like how to create it. I talk about how I was able to rebrand my company after a year. I mean, I go into a lot of depth. You will learn a lot about branding. So if you go to the link in the description box for branding and you use the discount code YouTube, you will get that ebook for only $6.99. But I'm only doing it for my YouTube subscribers or anybody viewing this video. $6.99. Use the discount code YouTube so you can get to branding correctly, because like I said, branding is one of the most important parts of your business. And if you establish your brand early, people already know what to expect, and they will come to you and come to you and come to you for all of your boutique needs. I'm sorry, their boutique needs, whatever, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, if you learned something from this video and you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you can be part of the notification gang and you can be aware of when I post my next video of me exposing where all those stolen pictures are coming from. So until next time, I will see you guys later.